Before we get into this video is sponsored by Pro Guides. If you're dedicated to improving as a player, I highly recommend you check them out. Link in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mickey C, aka TheLoLHounds, and today we have a build guide on the highest ranked Korean Master Yi player who happens to play Master Yi in the top lane and sometimes even in the mid lane, rather than just in the jungle. So I thought it would be a pretty interesting video to make on him and his build. That is his name there. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he is currently ranked in Masters just outside of Challenger at about 300. He has played over 300 games this season on Master Yi. This video will focus on his runes, masteries, item build, and skill order. So without further ado, let's do this. So first of all, he always takes flash and ignite. He prefers the kill pressure over the safer option of TP, and Master Yi does have a decently strong level 2 all-in with Q and E, and so ignite on top of that helps to secure an early kill. It is pretty interesting that he takes ignite because most Korean players would always go with TP in the top lane. Moving on to his runes and masteries. His rune page has got a bit of everything, starting with reds. He's got 580 reds, 4 attack speed reds, 9 armor yellows, 6 attack speed blues, 3 magic resist blues, 2 attack speed quints, and 180 quint. That would be taken against 80 matchups, but against AP matchups it is slightly different. He takes 380 reds, 6 attack speed reds, 4 flat health yellows, 5 armor yellows, 9 magic resist blues, 2 attack speed quints, and 180 quint. So yeah, it's definitely got a bit of everything, but you guys can just keep it fairly simple and go with something like attack speed reds, 80 quints, MR blues, and armor yellows if you just want the one page. Masteries, he goes with 18012 with his keystone being Fervor of Battle. Pretty simple. Now we'll move on to his item build. So starting items would be a longsword and a refillable potion. As for his first back, he likes to always upgrade refillable potion to a corrupting potion and then buy either a cull or a Doran shield depending on the matchup. If he's getting poked down a lot, he would go for the Doran shield, usually in a ranged matchup. Apart from that, he would just get some long swords. As for his core build, against heavy ability power, he will rush a Hex Drinker followed by a Blade of the Rune King. If they don't have much ability power or his matchup is AD, he would just rush a Blade of the Rune King instead without the Hex Drinker. This would usually be followed by a Black Cleaver then. So because he mainly plays in the top lane, Blade of the Rune King with Black Cleaver is really strong against tanks, and you would usually see tanks in the top lane. So that's why he goes with this build. Black Cleaver also gives you 20% CDR, so your Q or Alpha Strike would be on a very low cooldown, which you can constantly use to dodge abilities. It becomes very clear to me he thinks the attack speed he gets from his runes, masteries, and Blade of the Rune King is enough for Master Yi because he doesn't buy any other attack speed items. You can also see this when he plays in the jungle. He never gets Blood Razor. Instead, he would go with either Warrior or Cinderhulk and then just get the Blade of the Rune King. Following on from his core build, the remaining items would be situational depending on the enemy team comp, but an example of a common final build that he used would be Blade of the Rune King, Ninja Tabbies, Black Cleaver, Randuin's Omen, Maw of Malmortius, and Lord Dominic's Regards. Other items he would consider would be Merc Treads against heavy CC or AP, Mortal Reminder against healing champions, Guardian Angel, and a QSS against anyone that has hard CC such as a stun. So you can see it is basically a bruiser top lane Master Yi build. As for his skill order, he would start Q, get E level 2, or if he's getting poked down a lot in a ranged matchup, he would get W instead. Otherwise, he would just get it level 3, max Q first, E second, W third, and his ultimate whenever he can. Finally, we will quickly go over his playstyle from the games I watched. So his playstyle in lane, he always looks to dodge abilities with his alpha strike. So for example, against Gragas in the top lane, he used his Q to dodge body slam whenever he can. He also looks to trade whenever his passive double strike is up and not wasted on minions. Generally, in melee matchups, he looks for that level 2 all-in with Q, E, Ignite, and a double strike. It would be matchup dependent on whether he looks for the level 2 all-in and what summoner spells the enemy has taken, so just keep that in mind. Also, in 1v1s, he is really good at using his W as an auto attack reset, which is something that separates the good Master Yis from the great. Also, since he doesn't have TP, he usually looks to split push top and then roam to the mid lane for a gank once he has pushed in his top lane. He only looks to fight with his team whenever his ultimate is available, because Master Yi without his ultimate is pretty useless. Anyway, that is the highest ranked Korean Master Yi that plays Yi in the top lane and sometimes in the mid lane. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, drop that like button, and as always, have a nice day.